Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever noticed that a couple of drinks hit you way harder now than they did back in your 20s? Or that the morning after feels, well, a lot rougher? You're not imagining it. Today, we're diving deep into the science behind why your relationship with alcohol changes as you get older. It's a fascinating topic, and understanding it can make a huge difference for your health. So, grab a glass of water, and let's get started. First, let's clear something up. The basic way your body processes alcohol doesn't really change over the years. The journey is the same, but the vehicle, your body, isn't as zippy as it used to be. Several key things are happening under the hood, and the first major player is your liver. Your liver is the main processing plant for alcohol. It produces enzymes that break down the booze into other chemicals, which eventually get turned into harmless carbon dioxide and water that you, well, pee out. But here's the catch. As we age, our liver just isn't as resilient. Think of it like a factory that's been running for decades. It's still functional, but it's not as efficient. According to Dr. Concilia, a specialist in this area, our liver enzyme activity changes. We're all born with different levels, but as we get older, other things start demanding our liver's attention. Maybe you've developed a new health condition, or you're taking medications. All of these things compete for those same liver enzymes. It's like a traffic jam on the enzyme highway, and alcohol often gets priority, leaving other important tasks, like processing your medication, on the back burner. There's another piece to this puzzle: circulation. With age, our blood flow tends to slow down. Less blood flowing through the liver means the whole metabolizing process slows down. This delay allows toxic byproducts from alcohol to hang around longer in your system, which can contribute to that "I feel awful" sensation and cause more damage over time. So, slower liver function is part one. Part two has to do with your body's composition. Starting around age 30, we naturally begin to lose lean muscle mass, about 3 to 8% per decade. You might be thinking, what does muscle have to do with drinking? A lot, actually. Muscle tissue is a fantastic water reservoir. Alcohol is water-soluble, so when you have more muscle, a good portion of the alcohol you drink gets diluted and stored in that muscle tissue, away from your bloodstream. But as we lose that muscle mass, there's less space for the alcohol to go. It has nowhere to hide, so a higher concentration ends up circulating directly in your bloodstream. As Dr. Concilia explains, this is why the same amount of alcohol can feel much more intense. Suddenly, one glass of wine feels like two. You might notice you get tipsy faster. Your judgment gets cloudy quicker, and you feel more uncoordinated. This also increases your risk of falls, which can be much more serious as we get older. You might also feel extra sleepy or find your attention span just isn't there. And because there's less water in your body overall, you're at a much higher risk of dehydration. Now let's talk about something many of us deal with as we age: medications. This is a huge factor. Taking certain medications can completely change how alcohol affects you. It's not just about feeling different, it can be downright dangerous. Think of it this way: your liver has a limited capacity. When you drink alcohol while on certain medications, they both line up, waiting to be processed. And guess what? Alcohol always cuts to the front of the line. Your liver prioritizes breaking down alcohol, which means your medication gets neglected. This can make your meds less effective. For example, blood pressure medications might not work as well, increasing your risk of a stroke. On the flip side, some interactions can amplify the effects of both the alcohol and the drug. If you're taking sedatives, adding alcohol can make them dangerously potent. If you're on blood thinners, alcohol can amplify their effect, raising your risk of serious bleeding. This is why it is absolutely critical to talk to your doctor or pharmacist about how your specific medications interact with alcohol. Don't guess. Know the facts. Beyond medications, our general health plays a huge role. As we age, we're more likely to develop chronic conditions like diabetes, heart disease, or obesity. Many of these conditions can directly affect your liver function, making it even harder for your body to process alcohol efficiently. It's a compounding effect. Your liver is already working a bit slower due to age, and now it has an underlying health issue to deal with too. It all adds up, making your body's response to alcohol more pronounced. So, What does all of this mean for you in practical day-to-day terms? First, expect slower recovery times. Those hangovers that you could shake off in a few hours in your 20s, they might now last a full day, or even longer. Your body just needs more time to bounce back. Second, your sleep is likely to suffer more. We all know alcohol disrupts sleep, no matter your age, but as Dr. Consilia points out, alcohol can seriously worsen the sleep problems that are already common in adults over 65. You might fall asleep quickly, but the quality of that sleep is poor, leaving you tired and groggy. And as I mentioned, the risk of injury skyrockets. Poorer balance from aging, combined with alcohol's effect on coordination, is a recipe for disaster. A simple fall can lead to a serious fracture, and studies show that alcohol is a significant factor in falls among older adults. And it's not just about the immediate effects. Heavy, long-term drinking carries even greater risks as you age. It can lead to serious liver disease like cirrhosis. It's also terrible for your brain, increasing the risk for cognitive decline and even alcohol-related dementia. Studies also show that while some may turn to alcohol to cope with feelings of loneliness, it can actually contribute to or worsen depression and other mental health issues. So, what's the takeaway? Should you stop drinking altogether? Not necessarily, but it is a perfect time to reevaluate your habits. Dr. Consilia encourages everyone, especially older adults, to take a pulse on their relationship with drinking and ask if it's still serving them. The current recommendation for adults over 65 is no more than 1 drink per day and no more than 7 drinks per week. It's also a great idea to experiment with non-alcoholic options. There are amazing non-alcoholic beers, wines, and spirits on the market now. Even a simple seltzer with a lime can feel festive in a social setting. Ultimately, if you're worried about your drinking, especially if you're noticing memory problems or other negative effects, the simplest solution might be to stop. And there is absolutely no shame in that. In fact, your body will thank you. If you feel like you need help cutting back or quitting, please reach out to your healthcare provider. They are there to support you and help you find the best path forward without judgment. I hope this has been helpful and given you some valuable insight. It's all about making informed choices to live our healthiest, happiest lives at every age. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on health and wellness. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay well.